very long time ago, at the age of 19, I repeated this stupid thing several times over the next 10 years or so. I tried to be a salesman. I tried to make a lot of money selling things to people that they did not need. A very small percentage of people do very well. Some people do fantastically doing this. But I am not the kind of person that can do this. And I didn't fully appreciate that at the time. Well, what this particular scam was, it was selling people on the idea that they should put a certain kind of solar panels on the roof of their house. And this was a long time ago. This was not like the booming solar business of today, which, by the way, I think is a complete scam. But that's another topic. This was back in the days when no one ever even thought of something like this. And the money they would spend on these things was so out of proportion to the benefit they would get from it. In other words, you would have to live in the house for about 300 years to break even on the money you spent from the energy these solar panels would produce. Now, the sales manager was one of these drill sergeant type of sales managers that believes that if you ever fail to make a sale, it's because you're weak and pathetic and a girly man and so on and so on. To him, the most pathetic, contemptible thing of all was to have an excuse of any kind for not making a sale, for not getting that person to sign a contract, locking them into several $1,000s worth of payments for which they would get nothing. And anyone with any common sense could see this and would not go for this. But if you didn't sell every single person that you contacted on this stupid scam, you were weak to the point of you shouldn't even deserve to live. All right, that's what this sales manager was like. One day, after several months of working under this regime, something happened at a meeting that made me want to do something that Andrew Dice Clay used to do. Do you remember when he used to talk about people being really pissed off about something, or something like that, and he'd make a motion like someone's being pounded by a fist, doosh, 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 like that, doosh, doosh, doosh. I had one of those moments. In this meeting, this Mr. Hard-Ass Sales Manager had the nerve to answer a question I should have thought of months before this. And I don't know why I didn't think of this, but one of the new salespeople thought of this very relevant question. What he asked was, well, he didn't even ask it. It was assumed that it shouldn't even be a question, that it should be a fact. That, he said to this sales manager, of course, you have these solar panels on your roof. How many of these panels do you have on your roof? We thought we were going to get a number. We thought his roof was going to be covered with these things because, of course, he himself was going to, being Mr. Gung-Ho Drill Sergeant Sales Manager, was going to use his house that he owned all for the betterment of the cause, right? Well, this guy's answer to that was, no, I didn't get him because, well, see, we have these two giant pine trees that tower over the house, And my wife loves them, and she refuses to have them cut down. Are you effing kidding me? After months of this crap, you're telling us because your wife, of all people, is in love with a couple of goddamn pine trees, that you don't have any of these goddamn stupid panels on your house?